What is up, everybody? Welcome to the last look for UFC Vegas 29. And yeah, looking forward to the card. I think there's some pretty good spots for some betting here. The card as a whole, I mean, maybe not the most name value, but I think the card is actually kind of solid, especially that main card. Silva Turman, Sungwoo Choi, Julian Rosa, Marlon Vera, Davey Grant, Spivak Olenek. I mean, not the best fight in the world, but still probably get a finish there. And then Korean Zombie versus Ige is a really good main event. So I think the card's solid, especially from that main event as well. What's up? We have Hank Hill, first one in the chat today. DFS gang, where you at? Shout out to Hank Hill. What's up, Matthew? Excited for another UFC Saturday. Happy to be here. Me as well. I think it's a pretty solid card. A lot of people are sleeping on it, including myself a little bit, but I think it will deliver and be fun. What's up, Mills? I got money on lunch money on 3 dogs. There you go. I do have money on 1 dog today. Gunny says 3 o'clock, chump. I started right at 3. Right at 3. What is up, degenerates? What is up? Let's go. Feeling good. Let's cash. I agree. Let's cash. What's up, Sean? Let's get it. I agree. Good luck to you. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Feeling pretty good about today. Got all my lineups done. Got some bets in as well. We'll talk about all that, and I think it's going to be a good day. We're not degenerates over here. Wrong channel, buddy. Let's go. I almost threw up in my mouth when I hit submit on DraftKings. Yeah, the lineups are looking ugly for sure. It's a weird night on DraftKings, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's go Brady, low-key card, but it'll be fun. I bet, or we all get decisions like last week. I don't think we'll get a lot of decisions like last week. Last week we had like 11 decisions. This week I do see a lot of potential finishes for sure. Only bets I got are Laura Procopio and Sergey Spivak. I like them both. I'm on Laura myself. I was tempted to bet Spivak, decided to pass, but yeah, I think he should win. I mean, he should win. I mean, Olenik's like 44. Grant by KO, plus 500 dog of the day. Yeah, lots of people are on Grant today. We'll take a look at some line movement. Looks like some late money's coming in on the Marlon Vera side. I'm not feeling great, but let's see. Yeah, sometimes it's the cards you're not feeling great about that end up being the best. Uncle Weezy. What's up, Weezy? Good luck today. 7.5 units on this card. I'm ready to cash some tickets. I think I'm around that 7-unit mark as well myself. Let's see what we got here. What is the lock of the night, Brady? Man, there's really no lock of the night. Like, I can't think of one single play on this card that I'd consider a lock. I don't know, man. I like Marlon Vera quite a bit. I know a lot of people are going the other way. So I guess I'd have to say Marlon Vera, if anything. But yeah, lots of these fights are very, very close. Despite all his rage, Brady is still making bets on the cage. I like it. I like it. Hopefully we get a surprise violent evening ahead. Yeah, I mean, we see it time and time again. These cards, they look like really low level. They look terrible. But they deliver some finishes. I know that I owed you $100. I almost killed the bookie. He didn't want to pay me the $10K on mine. I was waiting 1 month for the Whitaker bet. Well, that's not good. He didn't pay you out your $10K? That is not good. Hopefully you get that worked out, man. Parlayed Gervonta Davis with Deontay Wilder. You know I couldn't pass up Deontay Wilder as an underdog. They smoking crack. When is that fight? It's coming up, right? Coming up pretty soon. I would never bet Vera minus 200. Yeah, I didn't bet Vera minus 200, but I did bet him inside the distance at plus 175 and plus 180. I think he gets it done inside the distance. But yeah, you're right. If it goes to decision, good chance that Vera does lose it, but I do see Vera getting the finish. I was on Sergey for a while up until a couple days ago. Got a little feeling he's going to crap the bed. Maybe he could. I'm not overly high on Spivak. Not overly high on him. I don't think he's some, murderous power puncher, and that's typically who Olenek is losing to for the most part. So I don't know. Maybe he does lose. Save your money for next card. I agree. I'm going kind of light this week. Kind of light, at least in terms of a unit size. I do have 8 total bets, but I already have 2 bets for next week as well. What's up, B? Just dropping by to leave a like. Appreciate that. We'll catch up later. Thanks for doing this. No problem, B. Good luck to you today. Procopio and Williams parlay. Don't hate it. I have Procopio straight. Decided to pass on Williams. Was really tempted by the Williams knockout prop. People think a lot of decisions, but I see a lot of finishes. Yeah, especially the main card. Like I can see every single fight on the main card finishing. Korean Zombie, Ige, Spivak, Oleinik, Vera Grant, Choi Rosa, Silva Turman. I can see like all of those finishing. Well, my Cash App is in the link, or not the link, the description below in this video should be on there. Appreciate it, man. What's up, 2 cents in the house? What's up, Brady? Best of luck this evening. Best of luck to you as well. I'm feeling pretty good. Have a couple plays. Have 2 straight plays. Laura Procopio is going to hopefully kick off the night right. Going against Casey O'Neill. Feeling pretty good about it. We'll talk about Topology predictions and all that, but it's like earlier in the week it was like 90%, like just about 90% was on Casey O'Neill. Now it's down to about 72%, I think, is on Casey O'Neill. Spivak closest. Very going to get the job done, man. Can't lose to Grant again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he either puts his lights out or submits. So maybe like a club and sub. But that'd be a huge win for David Grant, and David Grant's been getting it done as an underdog. The Jonathan Martinez fight, that definitely surprised me. I decided to, definitely not bet on Martinez. He was like minus 300, like minus 320. I knew that Grant was live, but I thought it'd be more of like, taking him down, possibly getting a sub. I did not expect David Grant to knock out Jonathan Martinez. So that's what really surprised me. And I actually did pick a David Grant against Martin Day and Gregory Popov, but the Martinez one, that one definitely surprised me. What's your most for sure 2-leg parlay on this card? I literally don't have one. If I had to make a parlay, I don't know, it'd be like Vera and Spivak, and even then I don't feel great about it. But this is a card where I would keep away from the parlays for sure. I mean, next week is a solid card for parlays, and so is UFC 264 as well. What's up, Glenn? Last week spoiled us. I agree. 100% agree. Spivak is a lock after round 1. Yeah, if you do want to live bet it, wait until round 1, see where the line is at, because Oleinik has legit like 5 minutes of gas. Lock of the night is that no one will be happy with the results tonight. I hope not. Hopefully we're happy with some of the results. Lara and Vera parlay should cash. Yeah, I don't hate that. Brady says, hold off on my action. Being the degenerate I am, 12 tickets going. There you go. Hopefully it works out. But it's always these cards that are kind of, tough to call, that you really do the best at. And it seems like when it's too easy, it doesn't seem to go good. But it seems like when it's hard, that's when I typically have my best nights. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but when I'm like a little bit iffy on some of the bets, it seems like it ends up being a good night. Big Brady, I'm late, but here, let's get this money. Good luck today, Brian. Good luck to you as well, Dustin. Hopefully you do good. Did you see the video on Sean Strickland's IG? Yes, I did. Didn't see the full video. I didn't actually see the one on IG. I saw one on Twitter. I saw them like arguing, but I didn't see what actually happened. Fury KOs Wilder. I kind of think so as well. I got Chaos in the first round, very likely. For me, it's Spivak and Chaos Williams. Don't hate it. Will Ige's guy note return tonight? Possibly. Oleinik has no gas tank at all. What's up, Brady? Who's the best dog of the night? I really like Wellington Turman. I did not bet it straight, but I did take a little stab at the submission prop, and I did bet that under 2.5 as well. I think Turman and the Korean Zombie are 2 dogs I'm really looking at. Next month on the 24th is the Wilder Fury fight. Then Davis fights on the 26th next week. There you go. Yeah, I'll definitely be tuning into that Wilder fight for sure. So Brady, how about that size difference between Josh and Roki? Yeah, I expected something crazy like that, and yeah, it looked pretty crazy, man. So yeah, I think Parisian gets it done. I don't really want to bet on a low-level heavyweight fight, but I was tempted. I was like tempted to bet on Josh Parisian. It was sitting at like minus 122. Ended up passing. He's now like minus 140. I like Janaroba, but Murata reminds me of a younger Esparza. It makes me hesitant. Yeah, I like Janaroba as well, but I don't really love the money line because if she does not get a sub, it's really hard to see her winning. I do think she'll be on her back for some time in this fight, but I did take a little stab on that submission prop for Janaroba. I'm avoiding that Spivak fight like that clap. The old man had abs this time. Yes, he did. He was struggling. He was strangling people with a dad bod, and now he has abs. Yeah, so maybe he is putting some work. Maybe he does have a little bit better cardio. You never know. What do you weigh in? Like 228, I think. So yeah, maybe he can surprise some people. I'm not betting on Spivak. I mean, I was tempted at first, but after getting into the tape, I decided to pass on Spivak. Really no reason to lay like minus 230 on him, but he really should win though. Thoughts on Matt Brown KO? I mean, it's possible. Diego Lima has been knocked out 4 times. Diego Lima does not have a great chin. Maybe Matt Brown KO first one could be something for round 1 could be something to look at. I did take the under in that fight, so I really don't care who gets knocked out as long as somebody gets knocked out there. What are your early leans for next card? I saw Shavkat Rakhmonov for minus 265, which is a steal. He should be at least minus 500. You're going to hammer that line and parlay him on some witty with this card. Yeah, so I do have a bet on Shavkat. I got him about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, just about at minus 182. Should have went a little bit heavier on it. But yeah, now I do see the lines like getting like minus 265 now, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I do think he wins. Thoughts on Anderson Silva boxing match? I have not looked into it all that much. I'm not even really sure when he is fighting. Top region by first round stoppage plus 550. Yeah, when he wins, typically it is in that first round. The only problem for me is Roy Martinez is very, very tough. That's my only problem. But hey, you never know. Usually these lower level cards produce a lot of finishes. Should be some fun fights. I see some ass shavings on the horizon, my friends. Yeah, I agree. I think so as well. Especially that main card. I think that main card is going to deliver for sure. And hopefully the prelims kick it off good with Procopio. At Procopio even money, nice. Yeah, I missed the minus 110 that she was at once I started getting to the tape and all that, and she was minus 121. I jumped on then. But yeah, we see her at like minus 160, minus 170 now. A lot of respect to my man paying his bet. Yes, sir. Who do you like as a sleeper on DK? I think an interesting sleeper could be that what is it? The Glenn Silva fight could be a sleeper as a whole. And kind of Joaquim Silva, 8,300. I think he could be kind of a sleeper. I think he has a chance to win by knockout. The only thing I don't like is Rick Glenn has never been knocked out. 28 fights, never been knocked out. That's the only thing. But, Silva's very dangerous, hits very hard. Rick Glenn, 3-year layoff, up a weight class. I think Silva has a chance to score decent here and have pretty low ownership. So I'd say Silva, if anything. Other than that, I mean, I think Alexa Kamer, that Kamer fight is going to be very low owned as well. I don't know. I don't really see it scoring good. But I think the Rick Glenn Silva fight could score well as a whole. David Grant has only lost by submission. That is true, but he has been knocked down quite a bit as well. Martinez was winning against Grant until he got caught. Yep. I think Martin Day was winning as well, or was it like 1-1 going to the third? Because Martin Day did drop David Grant as well. But I just don't see David Grant knocking out Marlon Vera. I'd be pretty shocked. Yeah, Uncle Weezy, I suspect it'll be a squeaky bum time a lot on this card. Maybe some fights for sure. Hey, Brady, who has a better chance of a finish, Jandaroba or Procopio from a DK perspective? I think Jandaroba has a better chance to finish. I really do think that Procopio probably does win by decision. But that Procopio sub prop was on FanDuel Sportsbook at like plus 1,200. And take a stab at it, but that's probably solid value there. PFL judge is going to be on the UFC card. If so, bet the underdogs. Hopefully the judging's good tonight. I'm doing a Spivak and Parisian parlay. I don't hate it. I think the Chaos versus Semmelsberger fight doesn't go decision line is too chalky. Maybe I think if there's a finish, it's probably on the Chaos side. Chaos has never been finished himself. Maybe Semmelsberger can get him out of there. I don't know, but I think a finish is more reliant on the Williams side. So if you do like the fight doesn't go decision, maybe take a shot on Williams by knockout, which is like plus 150. The fight doesn't go to decision is like minus 185. Yeah, I wouldn't really do that personally. I could see it getting extended, probably going the distance. But if Chaos Williams is not going to finish. Is no one putting the house on King Casey? You mean Queen Casey? I don't know. I see a lot of love for Casey out there, at least from a betting perspective, lots of love for Procopio, but I see a lot of people on Casey. Fading both Royk and Olenek, not a terrible idea there. Did you hear about Luis Pena? A bad situation. Yeah, I heard about that. That sucks. That sucks. How long? I wonder how much time he's getting. If Burger wins, if Chaos can find that KO, I can see that as well. Chaos Williams has been dressing like a whole weed plug this camp. That's my only read. I bet him because of it. There you go. Hopefully it works out. Simmelsberger winning for sure. Yeah, if he does not get knocked out, if this does go the distance, I do think he has a good chance of winning. But I'm more so leaning towards the Chaos Williams by knockout. Rosa Turman, 2 dogs. What you think? I don't hate it. I'm personally picking Choi. I think Choi knocks him out, but Arosa's been surprising people. I mean, Arosa is a finisher himself. Choi has been finished in 2 of his 3 losses. I don't hate it. As far as Turman, I think he's a solid dog. Don't forget to like the videos, guys. Let's help Brady. He always does awesome work for us and for free. Appreciate that, Juan. Really do appreciate it. If you guys can hit the like, that'd be sweet. We have the General in the chat. Good luck to you, General, on your picks today. Picks and bets, if you have some. Fury's going to blast that fool away. I kind of think so as well. We'll see. Luis Pena arrested for robbery by sudden snatching. Look it up. Yeah, he got arrested for something. You riding with Volkov. Yeah, so I still got to tape that fight. But I'm going to be probably hitting that over 1.5. I hope they open it at 1.5 next week. Over 1.5 in that fight seems like a really, really good play. But got to wait for the line. I don't know if they'll open it at 2.5. Maybe they do, but I can definitely see this fight getting extended. And honestly, I'll probably see it going to decision. But yeah, I got to get into the tape. Looks like Gon is going to be a pretty decent fair. I think Gon's like minus 150 now, so lots of money coming in on the Cyril Gon side. But still got to tape it. Do you think Ricky Glenn could finish Silva? I don't really think so. I mean, Ricky Glenn's not much of a finisher. Silva's only been knocked out, I think, 1 time in his career. Maybe, though. You have any parlays tonight? Any violence parlays? No parlays for me. I have a Hail Mary, but no official parlays. As far as violence, there's really not many, violence parlay pieces I like. Even like the Olenek Spivak fight doesn't go to the decision is something that doesn't really interest me, especially at minus 600. Which fight is most likely to go under 2.5 other than the low price on the co-main? I think that Turman Silva has a really good chance to find that under. Silva, very, very dangerous. Silva, lots of knockout power. We just saw Turman knocked out in his last fight by Andrew Sanchez. Silva's been submitted in all of his losses, so if Turman does get this down to the mat, there's probably a good chance he does get that submission. My Miracle Prelim Parlay. Lara by sub, Silva by KO, Parisian. Probably some really good odds on that. Yeah, I was looking at that Procopio submission line really hard. Yeah, he could. He could. I don't think anybody's going to be on him. I do think that he had a 2-year layoff. Maybe he does make some improvements. So, yeah, I don't hate it. Not really sold on Alexa Kamor at all. What do you think of the Rory McDonald robbery? Yeah, it was definitely a robbery. That was bad. Probably one of the worst decisions of the year. Makes me iffy to ever bet PFL. Yeah, I don't really bet PFL unless something really sticks out. But, yeah, that was bad. Who's your best play? It's one of those weeks where I don't really have like a best play, but I really do like Laura Procopio minus 121. That's probably what I go with, but not really a big night for me in terms of the unit size. Kept it small. I do have like 8 or 9 bets, but I did keep those unit sizes small. Not much spots this week. Betting any basketball, Brady, Nets, or Bucks? No, I am not. No basketball for me. Violent Bob did get arrested for robbery. For some fights, me as well. Should be some fun fights for sure. Get this man's likes up to 100. I agree. Let's get to 100. We have like 163 in here. If you all can hit the like button, let's get the 100 mark. That'd be sweet. So let's take a look at some line movement here. And yeah, man, best fight odds. I hate when they change up their I hate when they change up the order of the books here. It's not cool. Like you get used to a certain order, and then they completely change it up. They even took Bet Online off of best fight odds, which that sucks. So now I gotta go to Bet Online to look at their odds rather than just coming here and looking at everything. So that kind of sucks there. But so we'll take a look at some of the recent line movement. And yeah, it looks like some late money's coming in on the Dan Ige side. Korean Zombie, you can now get them for plus 116, plus 115 on 5 times, plus 137. So yeah, lots of late money coming in on Dan Ige. Looks like some late money coming in on Spivak as well, minus 250, minus 265. Late money pouring back in on Vera on most books, minus 235, minus 230. We saw him get as low as like minus 190. On 5 dimes, he's still minus 185. Joy line stayed about the same. Silva, a little bit of money's been coming in on Turman throughout the week. Yeah, maybe a potential line flip at some point, but other than that, Jana Roba line stayed the same. Chaos Williams line stayed about the same all week. Josh Parisian, that line's been hit a little bit. I remember it was like minus 122 earlier in the week. Decided to pass. Now minus 146, minus 137. Lots of love has been coming out on Silva. Silva, I think, opened up. Let's see where he opened up. Plus 112. Actually opened up a slight dog. Now minus 126, minus 134. And then Laura Procopio, one of the biggest movers on the card. Minus 164 now. Opened up minus 121 there. Minus 167. Yep. So Procopio line's moving. The Vera line is moving. Spivak and Dan Ige are getting, looks like, a lot of action right now. The projected ownership for Procopio O'Neal is super high. And DK, do you recommend fade the fight? I do not recommend. I think it's going to be a fight that scores pretty well, especially at their price tags. But maybe, yeah, if you want to fade it in like single entry, go for it. I personally did not, but yeah, I mean, it could be a decent strategy. Fade it because, yeah, it is going to be pretty high owned. Fights you see going the distance on the card. I see maybe the Kamor Nikolai fight. Other than that, probably the first fight of the night, O'Neal Procopio. You can see Parisian Martinez going the distance as well. Other than that, I think there's going to be a lot of finishes. I'm slamming Volkov at dog money after this card. I'd probably sit back and wait, man. Like, a lot of money's coming in on the Gone side. Like, a lot. We can take a look at it. There we go. All right, yes. Oh, my goodness. Cyril Gone. Minus 155. Minus 144. Minus 155. Yeah, I'd maybe wait a little bit, man. Looks like a lot of love's coming in on the Cyril Gone side. But yeah, it's a close fight, tough fight to call. At least first look. What's up, Brady? Sorry I'm late to the party. Finishing this card, super tricky betting wise. Yep, I mean there's some spots that stick out, but yeah, it definitely is. I locked Gone in at minus 135. What round do you think Choi KOs Rosa in? I got second on Topology. I think it could be any round. Vera by decision. Not sure what that is. I have Vera inside the distance, but Vera by decision is plus 205. And Grant has never lost ever by decision. Semmelsberger at plus 135 is value. I kind of agree with that. Grant at plus 175 is unreal value. Kind of disagree with that. I think where Grant opened at plus 225, there could have been some value there, but at this point, I don't think so. Anderson winning tonight, I have no clue. I have not looked into it. Dalby versus Means. Interesting fight. Looks like Means is a slight favorite, minus 150. Probably pick him to win, but hard to trust Means. Leaning towards Procopio Parisian and Jung parlay. Final decision. Yeah, if you like Korean Zombie, you might as well bet him straight at this point. But that'd be a really juicy parlay. Careful with that Jung leg. Ige is hungry. He sure is. Bet Online is labeled as ref right now. FY, is that true? Well, thanks for letting me know that. So, sweet. Okay. That's good to know. At least they kept Bet Online on there. So yeah, Zombie, I guess on Bet Online, plus 130. Goodness. Yeah, so lots of love coming in on the Ige side. There's no shame in small unit, guys. Be happy with the unit God gave you and learn to wield said unit proficiently. I agree. Let's see what we got here. Amen. You can definitely fade it if they only score 85 to 90 your set. Yeah, I mean, you could fade it, but I do think it'll score, like you said, around the 85, 90, maybe a little bit more range. At their price tags, it could be enough to get an optimal. Silva Glenn will go the distance. It could. Just based off of how durable Glenn is. I really think Vera won't knock out Davey. So Davey by decision, definitely. Yeah, Davey by decision was something I was looking at, but I do think Vera does either knock him out or submission, really whatever he wants. Violence bets of the night. I have the under in Arosa Choi. I have the under in Silva Turman. I have the under in Lima Brown. Those are my 3 violence bets. Final bet with 7 fights over 2.5, including Olenek Spivak, just to have some more fun. That's going to be a sweat. It's going to be a sweat, but I think it could hit potentially, but man, that's just going to be a sweat with Olenek. You know what's crazy, Card? When 2 of my most confident picks are women. Yeah, so your confident picks are, I'm guessing, Jandaroba and Procopio. Taking a shot by Olenek sub. I mean, yep, that's how he wins. Good luck today, Brady. Good luck to you as well, Rob. Any cancellations? No, sir. No, sir. Not that I know of. Hopefully there's no cancellations. But as of now, there is not. Not sure why people are on O'Neal. If she didn't finish Dobson, Laura would be minus 200 or more. Dobson is not good. A good litmus test. No, she's not at all. She's not. I mean, she looked really good in that fight, but we got to remember it's Shanna Dobson, who is now retired. I'm going with Laura Procopio. Procopio and Jandaroba. There you go. Brady, go to hit the like. Appreciate that, Spencer. Hit the like. I agree. On DK, do you like any other dogs besides Terman under 7,600? Let me take a look. I have like little sprinkles of like Matt Brown, Julian Rosa. He's 7,600. I have little sprinkles of like Alexia Linick, some of these pump plays down there, but nothing like I'm going too crazy on. Yeah, not many options for dogs, at least on DK this week. By decision, Zombie versus Ige, Procopio versus O'Neal, Vera versus Grant, and possible Murata versus Jandaroba. Yeah, the only thing that would concern me would be the potential Vera finish and the potential Jandaroba sub. That main event's going to be a sweat as well. I think it's going to be a war. What's up, Mills? How you doing? You have 3 underdogs. Good luck to you with your dogs. Who you got this week? What is up? Over under nut shots tonight, 2.5. What do you got? That's easy over, man. Easy over. I think there'll be 2 nut shots by like the 3rd fight, probably. Could Zombie be fading out? That's the question. Is Zombie fading out, or did he just have one bad performance against somebody that's about to be fighting for a title and Brian Ortega? That's the big question. Because if it is, if we do get the same old Zombie, the guy that fought Frankie Edgar, Moicano, even Yair Rodriguez, I think that Zombie wins this pretty handedly. But yeah, if we get the same Zombie that fought Brian Ortega that did not look all that great, Ige can very well win. So it's tough. We don't know if Zombie is on a really big decline or if it was just one bad performance. But he did move to fight ready, so I do think that it's going to help out quite a bit. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Zombie still has it. Because if he does, I think he does beat Ige. If he does not, obviously he probably loses. I just hedged my Vera decision inside the distance bet with a sprinkle on Grant by decision plus 450 on DK. That line is really wide. Decision is the only way Grant wins here. I agreed. Not a bad hedge. 2 nut shots by the 3rd fight is really saying something since one of those fights is women's fights. 100%. Do you think Matt Brown can handle the leg kicks that Lima brings? Probably not. Bilal was a tank, but Brown won't be as durable. Yeah, I don't think you will. Will you be shocked if Semmelsberger smokes Chaos in the first round by knockout? Yes. Yes, I would. Ige is going to land a big shot, and it's worrying because Zombie has been getting dropped recently. Yeah, I mean, you take a look at Ige, though. He has 2 knockout wins in his last 13 fights. And one was a ground and pound, and one was against Gavin Tucker. So I think the power is getting like really, really, really overrated here in this fight. But we'll see. Maybe he does knock him out, but I just don't see it at all. What's up, Freddie? How you doing? I'm lost with this card, I bet, man. Like this card, it's weird. It's a weird card for sure. Brady Fox Bets has Vera inside the distance plus 200 if you want to triple down. Cheers. Yeah, FanDuel Sportsbook has an odds boost for plus 230 for Vera inside the distance, so I did hit that as well. But yeah, plus 200 is great. Got bets on Zombie. Just gonna sweat it just in case he shows his age tonight. Got puts on Zombie. And he plays on Silva and Glenn. I was kind of looking at the under, but what's kind of scaring me away is going to be the durability of Glenn. Glenn's very durable, so decided to pass there. Probably a good fight to pass on, considering we have not seen them in both a long time. Glenn, nearly 3 years. Silva, nearly 2 years. So I think it's best to just pass there. But yeah, see where these lines are moving. Yeah, plus 130 Zombies is really, really interesting. I didn't expect the line to move this much at all. I thought it would stay a pick'em throughout the week, but yeah, interesting. Lots of money coming in on the Spivak side. I get it. He really should win this fight. Minus 270 on Bet Online. My goodness. Yeah, I was really tempted on playing Spivak. It was like minus 230 at the time. I taped it a couple weeks ago. Decided to pass. I mean, I don't know. Olenek is 44. He only has about a round of gas, but still, I just don't feel great about Spivak this week. I do think he wins, though, but not something I want to put my money on. Marlon Vera minus 212, Bet Online. So, yeah. Lots of value on Zombie and recency bias. Ige's best win was over Gavin Tucker. The Barbosa fight was a robbery. I did think Barbosa won, as do many people. And Tucker is not close to the competition Zombie has beat. Yeah. I do think there's some recency bias as well, but hey, maybe Zombie is on his way out, so we'll definitely see. Woke up and cashed out most of my parlays. There you go. Parisian Generable parlay plus 190. Let's go. There you go. Don't hate it. Tajik Bey with the dono. Do you know the GOAT of MMA betting? He is somewhere in this chat, I believe. Thanks for all the great work you do. Sincerely, the GOAT. Appreciate that, Tajik. Yep, Tajik is indeed the GOAT of MMA betting. Shout out to Tajik for the dono there, and good luck. Hopefully you do well, Tajik. Any bets? Any bets today? You doing any bets? I would really like to hear from the GOAT, man. Glenn has that blue collar durability like Darren Elkins. Yeah, the guy's durable. I mean, he can be dropped, he can be hurt, but he doesn't go away easy at all. Not playing DK today. I will have some small bets, though. Good luck all on DK. Good luck to you as well. Yeah, I'm going kind of lightish on DK. Kind of lightish on the bets as well. Not a card you really want to go all in on. But there are some decent spots, I'd say. Zombie style fits right into Ige's aggression, in my opinion. Betting on that zombie counter. Yep, Ige is going to give Zombie the fight he wants. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't know. I have a feeling that Zombie could be the first one to finish Dan Ige. Ige has never been finished in his career, 18 fights. But you take a look at Zombie. Zombie hasn't won a decision since like 2008. 2008. It's been a while. And although Dan Ige has never been finished, we have seen him knocked down. And we also have never seen him fight someone the caliber of the Korean Zombie. I mean, like you said earlier, and somebody in the chat, best fights or opponents, Calvin Kattar, who is not much of a finisher, Edson Barbosa, and Gavin Tucker, probably the 3 best fighters he's fought. So I don't know. I just think it's a big level competition thing, but at the same time, the Korean Zombie could be, slowing down massively. But it's hard to write somebody off after one fight. Kind of brought up the example of Ponzinibbio, where everybody, including me, wrote him off after that Leach fight. He comes back and he looks like $1 million. So we'll see. I hate writing off fighters after one bad performance, especially against a title contender in Brian Ortega, Lima doesn't have the chin to take serious power shots. Brown by KO. Yeah, I can see it. I can see a Brown KO for sure. I'll be rooting for a finish one way or another. Always good to see the good himself, Tajik Bey, in the chat. Yes, sir. Big ups, Tajik Bey, 100%. EGA championship rounds takeover, maybe. Going for a couple units on the Brown Lima fight doesn't go to decision. Yeah, I have the under 2.5 rounds there. So hopefully that hits for you. Awesome work. Appreciate the screen. Appreciate that, Jonathan. Thanks for hanging out. I got 500 on Joaquim Silva. I mean, I think it hits. Not something I'd do personally, but there you go. I like Silva easy inside the distance. A little bit iffy on the inside the distance part, but yeah, I do think it's a good chance to win. 50K EGA, yes, sir. Lots of people on EGA this week. At least it seems like, but you take a look at Topology and it's like 58% on the Korean Zombie. I was not really expecting that. But yeah, lots of people banking on the Korean Zombie being on his way out. Which, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. But it's just crazy to see Korean Zombie, man, plus 130 against Dan Ige when it was just last fight where he was minus 200 against Brian Ortega. Like, it's crazy to me how fast things can change. Do I think Nick is a good play? Maybe like a pump play. I have like a couple lineups with him. There's just a lot of unknowns. I think he'll be like really low owned, one of the lowest owned fighters on the slate. So maybe he does go out there and get some takedowns, but not something I'd like be overly confident in. What is a guaranteed bet? There is no guaranteed bets, especially on this card. But I do like Procopio. But even then, like at the end of the day, it's women's MMA. But yeah, there's really not many spots, and I'm like overly confident in. Lots of recency bias in the Zombie Iggy line. Iggy has never been finished before, so I bet the Zombie money line, but I wouldn't be surprised if Zombie finished inside the distance. I'm with you there as well. I think somebody probably gets finished in this fight one way or another. I think it's going to be an absolute war. It's going to be a fun fight. But yeah, I do. I'm going with the Korean Zombie. I'll give him one more shot. I mean, if he looks like crap this fight again, then we'll know, hey, he probably is, on his way out. He probably is, washed a little bit. But I want to give him one more shot here. Especially at a dog price tag. If he was like minus 180, something like that, minus 170, yeah, I'd be passing. But at plus 120, plus 130, I think there's some serious value in there. But who knows? We'll see. $20 on Anderson Silva. Good luck. I don't even know what the odds are for that fight. Round 3 starts. Parisian versus Martinez, minus 110. I really like that bet. Very good bet, I think. I think this fight can go the distance. I know it's going to be scary because it's heavyweights and all that, but Martinez is like very durable. Laura or Verna, straight up on DK. I do have more Procopio, but I think, Verna's decent. The only thing is, if Verna does not get a submission, I do think she, 1, loses, and 2, probably does not score well. I think for Verna to do well today, she needs that submission because I do think she'll be on her back. Going big on Vera. Yeah, I do have a 1 unit total on his inside the distance line. I got it half unit plus 175 and then also a half unit at plus 180. Yeah, I mean, I like Vera quite a bit. I was going to take a look at betting him straight if the money line kept going down, but it looks like late money's coming in on the Marlon Vera side, pushing him to like minus 230, minus 240. So if you like Grant, I'd say wait like up to probably till fight time and then place a bet on Grant if you do like him. It looks like some money's coming in on Vera. Maybe a guaranteed bet is Procopio and Neil lasting 1 round. Yeah, I say it does. But it's probably like minus 500, minus 600 for that. Anyone wanting a guaranteed bet? I have a Yeti riding a unicorn you can buy. There you go. Yeah, especially on this card. There's no guaranteed bet. Like last week, I would have probably told you the Hill Craig fight doesn't go to decision. It's kind of guaranteed. But this week, there's literally nothing I'd say is guaranteed. One of those cards. Ricky Glenn all day by round 3 KO. We'll see. A good 4-5 parlay wins by KO, Matt Brown by KO, Silva by KO, and Davey by decision. Probably some insane odds on that. We have the GOAT of MMA betting, Tajik Bey, another dono. Appreciate the dono. Vera, Choi, and Procopio's parlay is the easiest money this week. You're welcome, the GOAT. Shout out to Uncle Weezy. There you go. That makes me feel good. I mean, coming from the GOAT, man, because I'm pretty high on Vera. I bet him to win inside the distance. I'm picking Choi. I bet the under in that fight, but I'm picking Choi. And then I do have a bet on Procopio. So yeah, coming from Tajik, I like to hear it there. Hopefully that hits for you, Tajik. I do like that parlay there. Shout out to the MMA GOAT. Oh, I gotta love Tajik. Might take a shot on Choi TKO. He's plus 250. Yeah, I was definitely looking at that. I think I saw it like plus 275. I decided to pass because I already bet the under, but that was something I was really looking at. Exactly. I feel much better about my Lara Vera parlay now that the good approves. Yeah, 100%. I'm on Vera as well here, medium, not big. Yeah, I just have a unit total on him by inside the distance. I think if he does win, it's inside the distance. Hard to see him winning a decision. Taking half unit shot on Semmelsberger wins inside the distance plus 350. I think someone's getting knocked out in this fight. What about you? Yeah, I think someone gets finished. If he does it, he'll be the first person to ever stop Chaos Williams inside the distance. But yeah, plus 350 in a fight that's going to be a war, not a terrible look. No idea why Gon is getting all this love. Yeah, no clue. I mean, the fight on paper at least looks like very close to me. You got Spivak by decision. I was kind of thinking like third round TKO, but yeah, decision. I mean, decision prop is like plus 700, or at least it was last night. Spivak by decision was like plus 700, plus 695. But yeah, I'm thinking like third round or decision for Spivak. I know a lot of people expect him to get Olynyk out of there early. I just don't know if he has that power on the feet. Hey, Janaroba, Choi, and Vera Parlay plus 329. That's what I have. Don't hate it. Good luck to you. Yeah, really good odds there. Spivak versus Olynyk not going the distance. Yeah, it's like minus 600 that it's not. But hey, you never know. I agree. Very sketchy. I feel like Chaos is guaranteed to win by KO. Almost KO'd Michelle Pereira. Yeah, KO for Williams is plus 150. That was something I was definitely looking at. Spivak not subbing Olynyk. No, I don't think so as well. Spivak by submission is like something crazy, like plus, I don't know, probably like plus 1,600 or something crazy like that. Spivak by submission plus 2,100. So yeah, he's the least likely to win by submission on the entire card. So that's interesting. Vera, Spivak, Zombie, let's go. I like all three. Round 2 starts, Spivak for me minus 110. I like that as well. That was one I was actually looking at myself. But it was like minus 140 at the time, so I decided to pass. But yeah, good line there for sure. But yeah, about 17 more minutes and I head out of here. Just sign up on Patreon. Appreciate that, man. Did you reach 300 a long time ago? I think the first time I reached 300 was in January. Yeah, January. But yeah, thanks for signing up. If you want the Discord link, let me know, man. The general taking notes. All right. So I'll take a look at some of these Topology predictions. And I was talking about it earlier, like Laura Procopio at the beginning of the week, she was getting picked by like 10% of people. I remember seeing Casey O'Neill like close to 90%. And now we see it coming down a little bit, but still, it kind of is shocking to see 72% of people on a Topology are picking Casey O'Neill. Pretty crazy to think about, especially when you see the line and how far that line is moving in favor of Procopio. We now see Procopio minus 175, minus 164, minus 172. So that's interesting there. I think, a lot of people do like this Casey O'Neill fighter. I think a lot of people are very high on her, especially after her performance against Shanna Dobson. But I think a key thing to mention there is it was Shanna Dobson. If she goes out there and beats Procopio, that's going to be a huge win, But Shanna Dobson is definitely not Laura Procopio. I think Procopio would finish Shanna Dobson in that first round pretty easily, to be honest. So that's interesting to me. Silva Glenn, really close, 52% for Silva, 48% for Glenn. And I kind of see it that way as well. I think it's a really close fight. A lot of unknowns. We have not seen these fighters in a long time. I picked Silva, but can't really put any money down on it. Parisian going against Martinez. This is interesting because, 88% on Parisian, which is going to be the most picked fighter on the slate, which typically means he's going to lose. But I mean, I'll pick him to win. But yeah, he's I was tempted to bet him, decided not to. Low level heavyweight fight. The guy, I like his volume. I like that he has a massive height and reach advantage. The gas tank kind of concerns me, but I do think he gets it done. But yeah, 88%. I remember he was at 90% a couple days ago. So yeah, he is the most picked fighter on the entire card. He's only like minus 140. So I don't know. I say he gets it done though. Yeah, minus 142, minus 145. I was tempted at minus 122, but I think the best move is probably to pass there. Hit up the chat, pick the uglier chick to win. That's typically how it goes. Forget who made that. I think it was Clint. Clint made that up. Yo, did you really smash that dude's chick? I have no clue what you're talking about. So probably not. I can't see Procopio as a lock. Yeah, definitely not a lock, but I do think she wins. Didn't think Souza would get subbed either, though. Yep, did not think that as well. That was probably the biggest surprise of the year to me. Spivak, well, actually, the Fluffy Hernandez submitting Rodolfo Vieira was the biggest surprise to me. Spivak by sub plus 2200. Spivak is a submission grappler. Yes, he is. And we just saw this with Jacare. Too much value there. Could be, man. Especially if Oleinik gets tired. Maybe it's in the third round, and Spivak does get that sub. It could happen. I agree. Plus 2200 is a little bit crazy, especially considering Spivak has quite a few submissions on his record. Crazy lover support for O'Neal. I am a bit shocked. Maybe it's because she's the better looking fighter. Maybe it's because she looked really good against Shannon Dobson. I don't know, but it seems like the betting community is more on the Procopio side. But I don't know. O'Neal is hotter. That's why people are picking her on Topology. It kind of seems like people are always picking the more hyped fighter on Topology. Like Chase Hooper was like 80% a couple weeks ago or last week, I think. So I mean, I think people do like the hyped fighter, at least on Topology. I got 1 unit in a parlay with Procopio. Yeah, I got about a unit and a half on her. Need a good start. Yeah, a good start would be nice. But yeah, Casey O'Neal is definitely no slouch. It's just, I think at this point in time, Procopio is a better fighter. I mean, maybe taking a look at the ceiling, maybe Casey O'Neal has a bigger ceiling, but as of now, I do think Procopio is better. But at the end of the day, it's women's MMA, so we'll see. From 1 to 10, what is the chance William Stonesberger doesn't go the distance? I'd say like a 6.5. They were a bit high on K-Moore. Yeah, we'll get to that. I wouldn't be too high on K-Moore. Wasn't impressed last time, me as well. Oh man, just finalized my DK lineup. Feels like the cheat code got unlocked. Came in for NFL. Yes, sir. NFL coming up pretty soon. So pick Procopio. I'm picking Procopio. K-Moore taking an L, maybe. Like, it wouldn't shock me at all. I think he wins, but I wouldn't bet on it. Bet on good-looking guys and bad-looking girls. It's science. Don't really have much data for that, but maybe. The other MMA YouTuber, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Which YouTuber? That's hilarious. O'Neal opened up minus 110 now, plus 145. Yep, lots of money coming in on Procopio's side. The plus 300 on her by decisions too hard to pass up with a fight we all think is one of the judges. Yeah, not terrible. Vera round 2 and round 3 made me thousands over the past few years and feel oddly good about Arosa. Scare myself on that one. Yeah, the Arosa fight's difficult one because I was tempted on betting Choi. I decided to bet the under instead. I'm guessing like takedowns, control time. We've seen Kamer taken down. Nikolai, he looks solid on the regional scene, but that was against like bottom of the barrel opponents. Kind of hard to gauge where he is because when he did take a step up, he got dominated. But it's been 2 years. Maybe he has made improvements. You never know. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Probably Oleinik. O'Neal seems stronger than Procopio. She throws a bunch in her early fights, and Dobson is stronger and doesn't get finished. She loses decisions. Well, Priscilla Ketchup-Beating finished Dobson in like a minute. Yeah. Maybe Uncle Weez can get stats for us on looks to wins. Yeah, maybe he can. Always appreciate the insight. You may not be the best for MMA knowledge, but you're too good for making green. I respect that. Appreciate the compliment. I think it was a compliment. Hey, Brady knows. How's this parlay? Silva, Murata, over 1.5 plus 123. Not horrible. I don't have a parlay. I mean, I just don't know what you're talking about, Raheem. If you can clarify. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I'll take it though. I'll take it. All right, so Semmelsberger Williams, 78% going with Chaos Williams, 22% going for Semmelsberger. Kind of see more love out there on Semmelsberger, so this is kind of interesting as well. But yeah, I'm going Williams as well. 78% seems fine. Janaroba Murata, very close one here. Janaroba 60%, Murata 40%. I think this is a very good test for Murata. I personally think she gets subbed, but hey, if she can, get takedowns, stay safe on top for 50 minutes, I do think she wins that decision. But yeah, close fight there. Kmore 84%. I mean, yeah, you probably should win. There's just so many question marks with this fight. I would not touch it ever. Lima 79% going against Brown. Lots of love on the Lima side, it looks like. I don't really see much love out there for Matt Brown. Again, Matt Brown's 40 years old. The durability is not there that much anymore. I think someone's getting finished in this fight. It'd be nice to see Matt Brown get that early finish. That'd be cool to see. I think it's possible. Lima's been knocked out a handful of times, but it's really hard to pick Matt Brown at this point. But yeah, 79% going with Lima there. You suck, make me money. Hopefully you can make some money today. What is one unit for me? For me personally, it's $100. General taking notes. Always root for the legend, yes, sir. I think it hits. It's going to be scary. Like I personally couldn't bet it. It's going to be terrifying, but I think it hits. All right. Anyway, so let's see what we got next. We have Silva versus Turman. This is very shocking. I don't know if people think this is the flyweight Bruno Silva or what's going on here, but 80% picking Bruno Silva, somebody that's taken a 3-year layoff, somebody coming off a PED suspension, somebody that has, not great takedown defense and an even worse ground game, going against a legit black belt in Wellington Turman who got knocked out in his last fight, but that was his first knockout loss in 20 fights. So 80% going with Silva. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I think Turman has a really good shot to win this fight. Could he be knocked out in the first round? Probably, but man, not a lot of people giving love to Turman. Maybe it left a bad taste in his mouth, in people's mouths after that Sanchez knockout loss. But yeah, interesting there. Juliana Rosa, wow, 64% picking Juliana Rosa, 36% picking Choi. This is interesting because we see the line going the other way. We see Choi getting a lot of love throughout the week. But yeah, Rosa's been on a roll. He's been looking good. I wouldn't be shocked if he won at all. I mean, for me personally, I'm rooting for a finish. I don't really care who wins. I want somebody to get finished. But yeah, I say Rosa's live in some way. I was going to bet Choi, but what kind of made me not bet it was going to be just the style of Rosa. I think Rosa could potentially give Choi problems. Rosa is going to be coming forward, landing a ton of volume, and that kind of scares me. But with that volume, he's very, very hittable. So I think someone probably gets knocked out. I'm picking Choi to win. But yeah, it's kind of surprising to see the majority of people on a Rosa on Topology. Yeah, yeah, 100%. But we got to remember, that was his first knockout loss ever. Turman has no gas and likes to brawl. I get over 1.5 speed back for sure. Yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah, there's no way I'm going Silva over Wellington. I mean, maybe he could knock him out, but man, we haven't seen the guy fight in so long. Turman is butt ugly. That's why we picked him maybe. Turman grappled a ton in earlier UFC fights. Yeah, he needs to grapple here. He definitely needs to grapple here. Are you going balls deep into next week's matchup with the Uncle Wheezy? Kind of feel like Volkov has to spam front kicks. Yes, we'll be covering that on Monday. I'm going to be trying to tape it hopefully by tonight. Hit the like, people. I agree. Let's get those likes up. Hopefully get to 100 by the time we get out of here. Like 5 minutes. CM Punk versus Ngannou would not go the distance. All right, so we'll get to these last couple ones here. Marlon Vera, 82%, Davy Grant, 18%. This one shocks me because I see nothing but love for Davy Grant, especially from the betting community, but still, like, I see a lot of people on Davy Grant. I mean, he won the first fight, right? So I don't know, but I'm personally on Vera. I do think he wins this inside the distance. My concern is if it does not win inside the distance, I think it could potentially be a Grant decision. Marlon Vera, 1-6 when fights do go the distance, but the guy's a finisher. He's finished like 9 out of his 10 wins in the UFC. Just about a 90% finish rate. Davy Grant has been finished in all 4 of his losses. So, yeah, interesting fight. I'm kind of surprised by those picks just because I've been seeing a lot of people on Davy Grant. Spivak 75, Oleinik 25 makes sense to me. I do think people are fading the age of Oleinik, 44 years old, the gas tank. Curious to see if Oleinik does retire after this fight, win or lose, because, man, he's been fighting for forever. And then Korean Zombie, Dan Ige. This one really surprised me as well because I see nothing but love on the Ige side from the betting community and people in general, just nothing but Dan Ige. So to see 58% on Korean Zombie, that is a little bit interesting. But at the end of the day, Zombie is a fan favorite, so I can see a lot of people picking him for that reason. But yeah, very good fight. I think it's a very close fight. I disagree with the line movement going in favor of Ige. I was not going to bet this fight, but once I saw plus 120 on Zombie, I really had to jump on. And now it's like plus 130. So I guess I should have waited a little bit more, but still, I like that. If Korean Zombie shows up, the one that fought, Frankie Edgar, guys like that, Yair Rodriguez, he probably wins this fight. But if the same Korean Zombie that showed up that fought Brian Ortega, he probably loses. So we'll see if Korean Zombie is on his way. I'm on, he's not, but hey, he very well could be. We'll see. Appreciate that, man. How do you like Brown Lima finishing on the distance for close to even money? I bet it closer to like the plus 135 range, but I still think it's decent. This card sucks betting wise, in my opinion. I have a max bet on the Shavkat Rock Moicano parlay next week. There you go. I have a play on Shavkat myself. Moicano, I think I'm going to be betting that fight. Not maybe like the fight is a good decision. I think it's a good look there. What is up with some of these comments? I have no clue. No clue. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. Whoever is plus money in the Ige fight, you take. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think it should be lined a straight pick 'em. Either Zombies shot or Zombies not. And we'll see. Good luck to everyone on tonight's fights. Let's cash some bets, baby. I agree. About to head off here in like 2 minutes. Any final questions? I'll hit them real quick, and then we'll head out. I heard Korean Zombie hasn't won a fight outside the first round since 2012. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It is a crazy stat. I wasn't going to get on the main fight, but they keep giving me line movement in favor of Zom. I will be forced. Yeah. I mean, he's lots of money coming on Ige. Who'd you FanDuel MVP? I'm kind of thinking Spivak would be a decent MVP on FanDuel. He's probably going to be stuffing decent amount of takedowns from Oleinik. Probably gets a finish as well. I don't hate it. Let's throw the twerk in. Why not? There you go. Twerk it up all you want, Aiden. Wait, Brady. What's up? What's up, John? Chaos or Spivak DK? Go Spivak. For me, very close, though. Mostly FanDuel, Sportsbook, and BetOnline. Occasionally DraftKings sometimes, but they take forever to get their lines out. No problem. Good luck to you as well, Dan. Good luck, EZ. All love DFS. Let's get this money. I agree, man. But yeah. Could be Kmart. Could be Spivak. There's going to be like one or two of them for sure. I think Grant's going to be Vera. Yeah, I'm going on the Vera side myself, but maybe he does. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. There you go. See you guys. If you have any questions throughout the fights, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Pretty good at replying for the most part. Enjoy the fights. Let's win some money. I'm not going crazy in this card. I do have a lot of bets in terms of volume, but in terms of unit size, I did keep it small this week. I do think there's much better spots next week and especially the week after that for UFC 264, but it should be fun. Good luck, everybody. Let's get some money, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for the live stream to recap this card at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. and then going to be going live with Uncle Weezy on Pub Sports Radio at 7:15 tomorrow on Sunday to give an early look into UFC Vegas 30, Volkov versus Gane. That's about it. And good luck. Yeah, RJ, just message me and I'll get you the link there.